Hi friends, today we are going to talk about one very important stuff in procurement that lots of people does and it's a flaw, and we will discuss how we can solve this flaw with just a simple configuration. You don't need an ABAP person or something to do all the calculation or all those things. And this happens if you don't switch it on, it happens all the time. So just to understand what I'm going to say is we are just going to go to the PO. So this is related with where you have a purchase requisition which is approved for 15 quantities. But in the purchase order, you can use the same purchase requisition for buying 1,000 quantities also. Okay, so the requisition is approved by the business, and now procurement, the buyer can use the same PREC over and over again, which deals with fraud and other stuffs because there is no budget and all those things that you are getting done. So let's talk about what is there. So here is a particular purchase order. Okay, 299, and here if you see, this is the purchase requisition I'm talking about. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll go to another purchase requisition. Okay, so this is the purchase requisition. Here you can see there's 15 quantity that is there, and now if I go into the purchase order, if you see here, the purchase order is 10 quantity. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use another purchase order, and I'll add the same purchase requisition here. Okay, so let's go to ME22N. Okay, so I'm going into slash and ME22N, and if you have fewer you can do it there also. Okay, so here is the purchase order. Okay, and so this is the purchase order. What I'm going to do to make my life easier, I'll just copy this. Okay, and now what I'm going to do here, you can see the quantity is 300. Okay, that's crazy. I'm going, it's for a 15 quantity, and I'm going to get 300 out of it. So I'll just put here, and I'll put the here the purchase acquisition number is 543, and here I'll put 10, line item 10, and I'll save it. Okay, and here if you see, there is no messages. Okay, so I can, if I want this, I can just save it. Okay, now this is wrong. Okay, that's what is there. And now how we are going to solve it? So in order to solve it, we have to open a create new session, and this is the transaction code that we are going to use. It's very important. Okay, so here is the transaction code, OLME. Okay, this is the transaction code. We press enter. Okay, it's opening up, and here you go to environment data, and here you define attributes of system message. Now you click on system messages, click new entries, just put 00 here, application area 06, the message is 076, and here it depends upon you. You want to put a error, you want to put a warning, but I'll just put an error. I don't want to make the buyer use this over and over again, and later I'll be in trouble. So here you can see the material of requisition, this and this already ordered in full. Now I'll save it. Okay, and there's this transport request. So this is saved now. Now what I'm going to do is, we have already, now we are going to play with another thing. So let me see whether I can change it, or it will go for approval or something. No, let's see. I'm going to change it. Okay, now I have changed it. Now what I'm going to do is I'll copy the same thing, and this time we are going to play with the line item 20. Okay, so you will see, so here is the same thing. So just take this one, control C, and I'll put control V, and I'll put line 1920. Let me see what is there in line item 20. How much quantity is there? In line item 20 it was 45. Okay, you can see it's 45. Now what we can do is we can now go to this no, not this one, this one. Too many sessions. Okay, so line item is 45, so we have 300. So here the quantity is, here is 5, right? So now what we can do is, here we will put suppose 300. And here you can see you get an error message. Now what I'm going to do, we'll play a residue amount. We put suppose 30. Okay, and we'll press enter. We should not get a message because we have 45. Now I'll save it. Okay, now this has been saved. Now I'll go and I'll use the rest of the amount to into the other purchase order. Okay, so I'm now going in change mode here. So it's, I'm in change mode 299. Okay, and now here what I'm going to do is I'll just again click on this, click on copy, same thing I'll do, and I'll go to the right, and here I'll put this, and I'll put line number 20, and let me see what's the quantity here. The quantity here is 10. Okay, so it should not give me an error message because we had, so here you can see it comes as 50. Now suppose I want to use suppose 50, I get this error message. So with this small configuration, we stopped the buyer intentionally or unintentionally using the same PREC to buy more stuff, because once a PREC is approved, it's planned, so there is a planner who has got it approved, and then the buyer is using the same PREC to buy. So it's, suppose the PREC says it's for $1,000 at for 10 quantities, so that means $10,000, and the buyer can use it to buy $1,000,000 stuff, and sky is the limit. So you can stop this by just doing this configuration. So that's it. Stay tuned to my SAP channel, and happy SAP learning, and have a great day.